Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to the very last day of January. We're about to say goodbye to the first month of 2018. Today will be the last day of it. Dadgum. The good thing is, it's working its way towards spring and summer. Anyway, 35 degrees, just barely over freezing this morning. Look at Abby out there. It's like she's guarding the homestead, waiting for any and all comers. What a goof. All right, Mama.
Right.
Made it to work without turning the windshield wipers on.
You done good.
I actually honked the horn for the very first time on anything in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Some crazy lady just moved right on top of me. Almost ran myself over a Volkswagen Rabbit.
I know. It's almost squishy.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna head on down. I got a big Spyder job to do today.
All right. I see you at the water.
All right, love. See you. Bye.
Love you.
Bye-bye. This is the Spyder I've been working on most of the day. That and helping James. He's putting together my BMW tool cabinet, special tool cabinet. Anyway, this is a 2010 Spyder RT A and C, which stands for Audio and Convenience Package. This is one that they made back in the day. But this is the, you guys, I was telling you, I was showing you about not going out there and starting your bike like once a week, once every couple weeks. If you start it during the winter storage, it needs to be taken out and ridden. And the general rule of thumb is a minimum of a half an hour. Honda says a minimum of 20 minutes of stop and go traffic. You know, what's their definition of stop and go traffic? But at any rate, the way an engine warms up when you're riding it, as opposed to just sitting there idling in your garage, is wholesale different. You're just basically heating the heads up and stuff. You're not, you know, the act of driving, you know, you're under torque, under power, acceleration, deceleration. It just clears the system out. And like on these, it doesn't. The purge system doesn't function. Most bikes nowadays are, you know, have an evap system on them, and I think doesn't purge correctly just sitting there. It just wholesale does damage, builds up condensation in the motor. You're never like flushing the fuel system. Fuel system doesn't work properly. I mean, it's working properly, but it's not going through the paces if it's just sitting there. You can rev it, you can do whatever you want with it sitting there. It's not the same as riding the vehicle. But yeah, the big no-no here is starting them up and letting them run till the fan cycles, or run till you think it's up to temperature. You know, the old thought is, you know, get the fluids flowing and stuff like that. Man, that just, yeah, you're getting the fluids flowing all right. You're flowing a bunch of moisture. Old fuel just has a way of building up. I've actually seen bikes, the technology's different. I haven't seen it in a while in newer stuff, but I've seen bikes where the old fuel would build up on the intake valves because it's not getting, you know, flushed through. And they'd go out there, you know, do this all the way through the winter. And then one time they started up and they hear this clang, clang, clang. And she doesn't run anymore. Or it's running on, you know, if a 4-cylinder, it's running on 3, maybe 2. You build up enough crap on the intake valves of just constantly pushing, you know, non-flush through fuel, and it builds up this like a varnish. And it would lock the intake valves into the seat, and they'd start it up, and the spring wasn't strong enough to overcome the buildup of junk, and it'd hold a valve open. Oh, expensive repairs. Now, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the business, but you know, I love having plenty of work, but it it doesn't feel right when you're charging somebody some crazy amount of money in parts and labor for something that could have easily been avoided. You know, I know everybody thinks service departments are out to, you know, gouge and whatever it is you think. Number one, that's not true. But anyway, we'd much rather sit down with you and explain to you, do not do certain things, and then have you come back and spend a bunch of money with us. And generally speaking, when somebody's vehicle is broke, it doesn't matter how nice you are in the service department, they're not happy to be there that their bike is broke. Or you get the classic thing, oh, this bike's only got so many miles on it, it should not have this problem. Well, what something should do, they can't make the bikes customer proof, you know. But generally speaking, you know, something like this, you know, this guy, you know, understandably is not happy about this, you know, but he understands, you know, the do's and don'ts now. But yeah, that's not a happy experience. I wouldn't be happy if my ridgeline did something wrong and I took it in and they go, well, guess what, that's not warranty, that's, you did something that's, you know, not normal. That wasn't a manufacturer's defect. You caused the vehicle to fail in some way, and it's going to cost you. Well, that's never a good partnership between customer and service department, you know, when stuff breaks and you have to tell them, I'm sorry, but there's no warranty. Not that this thing, it's long out of warranty, it's 2012, but, you know, still, that's just not a good rapport, you know. When they come in, they know they got a service due, and they know that the service is going to cost X amount of dollars, and, you know, they're prepared for that. You know, it's just preventative maintenance, taking care and loving and caring for their vehicle. Things breaking, that's not a happy experience. Of course, even a service, nobody's happy to come in and spend money, but, you know, they get to hang around the shop for a bit and kick a tire or two and BS with, you know, friendly people at Pro Caliber and all that kind of stuff. And it's not a bad experience. It's going to cost you a little bit, but, you know, the services aren't free. But that's a lot different. You know, it just kind of guts you a little bit when something like this that should have never happened. Man, them injectors were nasty. You know, the fuel in the tank is, you know, we kept the fuel. You know, it looks and smells fresh, and he said he put fresh fuel in here, but unfortunately all the gunk had slowly built up in the fuel system, not the tank. I've seen fuel pumps fail, all kinds of stuff from doing those quick startups. They just don't like it. Treat your fuel. My advice is fill it up. If it's going to be a crazy long time, you know, drain all the fuel. And, you know, the old saying of, you know, drain the fuel and, you know, oil the tank down. You realize that's like an impossible task on a Spyder. You can get a fuel tank out of one of these things, but that'd be like pulling the fuel tank out of your car. Literally, I think you could probably get a fuel tank out of your automobile easier than you could this Spyder. So, you know, use a good fuel stabilizer like a Stable brand. Make sure it has the you know, that it clearly states that it counters the harm of ethanol being in the fuel. And my suggestion is you know, go somewhere, know how much you need to put in. That's what I like to do. Know how much I need to put in, fill it up with that nice fresh fuel. Because treating old fuel doesn't work. You got to treat it fresh. You don't go, oh, I let the fuel sit for 4 months. I'll throw some fuel stabilizer in there. Everything will be okay. Nope. Once fuel is gone, it's gone. And anybody that's been around motorized vehicles know that the ethanol in the fuel goes bad really fast. Like really fast. But anyway, treat it. You know, try to keep your tank as full as possible. Don't overfill them. You can, you know, you can foul your evap system, but you know, fill it to the maximum that you can, and treat that fuel, take it for a quick little ride, so that that fuel stabilizer, not while it's idling in your garage, but while you're driving down the road, is getting in the fuel system. So it stabilizes your tank and it stabilizes your fuel system. Come springtime, if you were smart and kept a quality battery, look at this, look at this. See, I'm telling you guys, Pro Caliber, Indian, BMW, and just about everything else. But anyway, that just totally threw me off. But yeah, keep your battery on a good battery tender, and she'll be ready and raring to go when springtime comes. Make sure it's a good charger too, by the way. Make sure it's one that kind of cycles the battery. Get it like an Optimate or something. Don't be afraid to spend money on your battery charger. The good ones are more expensive. I wonder what this Spyder's in here for. But I can tell you one thing, it's in for more than maybe anybody knows. I think this is a trade-in, actually. That right there, that's not a good thing. Yes, that was a trade-in. And believe it or not, that thing was just barely sitting in there. How do you like that? You couldn't get any luckier than that if you tried. Not so pretty out here tonight. But you know what? It's not raining, so that's a bonus. Quite so shiny and bright out here tonight.
No, but it's dry.
Yeah, that's what I was saying coming up the hill. I said, you know what? Don't matter, because it's dry. And I got to go for a Spyder ride. So, yep, that was fun. Any day you can go for a ride is a good day. Yes. All right, Mama's head for the Northlands.
All right.
All righty. To Alaska. Man, them crickets are so loud out there tonight. But a bunch of trucks all took off at the same time, so there's a lot of ambient noise. Oh, that sounds so good. I ought to go drive off into that field over there and just stop and turn everything off and listen. Old truck stop, she's hopping tonight. Parking lot's pretty well stacked. The old commerce, it just keeps on flowing. Hello there, YouTube. We made it safely home. Just getting a little tiny sprinkle. It's the first time in a long time. All the way home. Not a dry. I think we made it all the way to work. No, it was raining.
Yeah.
But yeah, we made it all the way home in a complete dry. We were just about to take the exit for the gas station. She goes, great. Now you said something. It's going to start raining.
I know.
But it didn't. It's just little tiny, just little bitty speckles.
Little
yeah. So it's nice to go down the freeway without that wall of water in front of excuse me, in front of you. But 2 days in a row I got to ride something that was very nice.
Getting awfully spoiled early.
Yeah, getting way spoiled. Ryan's got handlebars and different things coming for his Harley. He keeps going, Dad, Pops, he goes, what's the weather supposed to be like this weekend? I go, oh, not really good.
No. Next weekend's supposed to be good, though.
And he's looking at getting one of those Mustang seats. He took pictures of the laptop screen. So go up there and ask your mom. He said, your cost isn't that bad on them. I said, just get a seat. Just get a seat.
Yeah.
He's got that stock 48 seat on that 48. And you know, it's kind of like my iron. It's good for like the first hour and a half, 2 hours, and then pain ensues, you know. And he goes, you try to move and you just creep and you end up in the same spot again. It's just the way the stock iron seat was on mine.
Yeah.
And you sit on them, they seem so comfortable. Go, oh man, I can just go forever on this seat. About 2 or 3 hours in, whoo, that thing is hurting. That Mustang seat, man, best thing I ever bought for that iron.
Yeah.
I literally never think about the seat on that thing.
That's good.
And it's crazy, both the street glides I've had, despite that seat looking like all the cushions taken out of it and whatever, God, going to Yellowstone on that twin cam, I never once thought about my butt.
Oh,
in fact, I was so comfortable, I literally had issues where I had to pull over because I was getting so tired I was going to fall asleep on the bike. It was bad, like really bad. I was so comfortable on that thing. You know you're comfortable
Yeah.
when you're being tortured by a seat or heat coming off of something or whatever. You're not going to sleep. All you can think about is, I got to get off of this godforsaken motorcycle,
Yeah.
you know. But,
You two stretch thy legs.
yeah, just get off. And nothing's worse than a seat that hurts you, because that pain just starts resonating through your body.
Yeah.
It actually ends up in your head, and you end up with this headache. It's like it comes right up your spine or something.
Yeah, it's not cool.
That's bad. That was really bad. But anyway, I think we're going to roll out. And I'll do y'all up another ride video, and which you've already seen by the time you got to here. But
Yeah.
I ain't seen it. I haven't seen any of the footage. I haven't seen nothing. You guys have all seen
what already came.
what I haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
All right.
We better let these fine folks go. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up and have a wonderful Thursday or Friday.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Tomorrow's Thursday. One day closer to the weekend.
Yeah, just 2 more left.
On the 1st of February. Done knocked out a month.
I know. Where the heck did the time go?
Crazy.
Goes fast.
What New Year's coming up? No, wait a
I
minute.
know.
That already went.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
You guys take
All right.
care.
Thanks a lot now. Bye-bye.